Hello everybody, it's your girl Asia from Romance Fangirl channel. Welcome back to my channel. I am very excited to do this video today. It's crazy that I've never done this before, but I figure why not shake some things up, have some fun. So for today's video, I'm going to be ranking Degrassi's season premieres from worst to best. And trust me, there are some premieres that are very boring, that are very forgettable. And this is just from my opinion. So please agree, disagree. I really don't care. So we're going to go ahead and get right into this. Coming in at number 14 for the worst season premiere for Degrassi is season 8. Season 8's premiere was really all about Mia. I never really gave a fuck about Mia's character. I didn't care about her modeling plot. I just don't care. Not the main focus wasn't important. The side plots were boring. And as y'all know, season 8 is one of my least favorite seasons. I really don't care for season 8. I mean, it's really not that good of a season. It's really boring, and the new characters that came in wasn't really doing shit for me to sit down and watch season 8. Like Claire and Allie and Claire, Allie, Connor, Casey, Jenna, and all of them were cool, but you don't really get them. You don't really see them do much until season 10. Like Claire didn't really do shit until season 10. Allie was really the only one from that class who really got a storyline. She was with Johnny, and then the Casey and Jenna shit happened. So it was like, ugh. But I'm gonna have to put season 8's premiere at the bottom just because they wrapped it around Mia. I don't care about Mia. She's so boring. I never understood why her character stayed longer than it should have. Like, when JT died, she could have transferred schools. Like, she could have left. I just don't get why her character stayed for so fucking long. Especially if she wasn't going to graduate high school, she was going to do modeling. There really wasn't a reason for her to stay here. The fuck, because at this point, modeling was her only job. Like, that's literally all she did. So I really don't care. Season 8 premiere is at the bottom because I just really don't care about Mia. And then coming at number 13 is going to be season 9's premiere, because yet again it's still wrapped around Mia, wondering if she's going to take the modeling contract. It's like, why are we still talking about this girl? Why are we still talking about Mia? Why? I just don't get it. Like, why do we care if she go to Paris or not? Girl, go to Paris. Get the fuck out of here. Take your daughter with you. I don't care. Like, her character could have been left. She did not have to stick around after season 6, in my opinion. She could have left. I really don't give a shit. So, yes, season 9 premiere is at number 13, mainly because it's just not that good of a premiere. Like, these premieres are, like, the most boring premieres. Like, they're not premieres I would ever go back and watch. Never, ever. Coming in at number 12 is season's 10 premiere. Season 10's premiere is so fucking boring. The only thing I can say that I liked about it is that they showed Degrassi and they showed Declan and Fiona here at their school in New York. That's the only thing I liked about it. I liked that Degrassi was able to show two different hometowns at one time. Number one, I have never ever cared for Fiona's character like that. I never really cared for her character. So her domestic abuse storyline, sometimes, and I'm not even kidding, I sometimes forget that she had a domestic abuse storyline because I just never really cared for her character. I really think the best domestic abuse storyline Degrassi's ever done was with the Rick and Terry shit, because I feel like it was original. I didn't like Allie and Leo's domestic abuse storyline, mainly because I didn't like how they wrote it. It's the same thing with the Bobby and Fiona shit. Because she was in school, we didn't really get to see what the relationship was like, or we didn't really get to see the signs for real. It just looked like it just Woody for real, for it looked like they were just together for the image, but that's besides the point. Regardless of all of that, I never really cared for Fiona's character. I didn't care about the domestic abuse storyline. I didn't care about her drinking storyline. I didn't care about her having feelings for Holly J. I did not give a fuck about any of it. Her character stayed for entirely too long. It looked like it took this girl way too long to fucking graduate. I did not care about Fiona's character, and mainly in season 10, she has the most fucking storylines, for real, for real. And it's like, I don't care. Like, I just don't give a fuck. They could have gave the drinking storyline to someone I could have, at least, to someone I could have grew to care for. I just don't care about Fiona. And the season premiere is just really boring. The only thing I can really say that I liked about it was that they showed New York and Degrassi at two different times. Other than that, the main plot and the side plots are fucking boring. And there ain't really too much to talk about from this first premiere. Like, from this first episode, ain't too much to talk about, for real, for real. Like, so season 10 is like one of the least premieres I will ever watch. So I just don't care for it. Just in case some of y'all forgot what the list is so far, at 14 was season 8, 13 was season 9, coming in at number 12 is season 10. So that is the ranking so far. I will say it again in case y'all forget. So yeah, season 10's premiere is just boring. I don't really care about Fiona's character. I feel like she stayed way too long. And I don't think the season 10 premiere is a premiere I would ever go back and just put on just because I thought it was a good premiere. You will never catch me doing that. Coming in at number 11 for premieres, I'm going to put season 13. Season 13's premiere is pretty fucking boring. They're still in the summer. Mainly, this episode is really wrapped around Claire, you know, because some of y'all forgot, she found a lump on her back at the end of season 12 to where she might have thought she might have had cancer. So in this episode, she's like waiting for her results. At this point, I just didn't care about Claire's character, because at this point, this cancer storyline seemed really random, and the first half of season 13 is really fucking boring. Like, it's just summer episodes. I really feel like up until they did the car crash episode with Adam and they killed him off in the most terrible way, I feel like that's when the season really got good. When they came back to school, I feel like that season did a turnaround. But those first few episodes in the summer and shit like that, they're just really boring, because it's like, you would never catch me going back to watch season 13's premiere. Like, when I go and watch season 13, I don't even watch the premiere. I don't watch none of the episodes when they're in Paris. I really go to the episodes. I go to the episode where I really start going. I go to the episode where Drew and Bianca broke up, because I feel like from there, that's when the season really was like catching its footing. But you would never catch me going to season 13 to watch the premiere. Like, the premiere is boring as fuck. It's really wrapped around Claire. I really don't give a fuck about Claire at this point. And the only thing I could give this premiere, and the reason why I can rank it at season 11 and why it wasn't ranked lower at number 8 or 9 is because I like the introduction to Miles' character. That's it. Miles is one of my favorite characters in Degrassi, and his introduction was always iconic to me. That's it. That's really... And I liked it that they introduced Zoe's character. They were like, those were the two introductions we got from the summertime episode. Other than that, you will never catch me watching season 13's premiere. It's boring. It's summertime. They're getting ready to go to Paris. I just don't give a shit. I just don't care. Like, number one, the Paris trip should have just been about Miles and their class. I don't know why they put it with Miles' class and the seniors. Why are the seniors having school trips with the sophomores? That never made sense to me. But anyways, yeah. Season 13 is coming at number 11 for probably the most worst premieres ever, because it's really fucking boring and it's really not talked about. Like, you will never catch me talking about season 13's premiere. You will never catch me going to go watch season 13's premiere. So, yeah, season 13's premiere is at number 11. Coming at number 12. Excuse me, y'all. Coming at number 10 for premieres, I'm gonna put season 14 on there. And the only reason why I can rank season 14 a little bit higher than season 10 and 13 is because I feel like they had an advantage for this premiere. When they had an advantage for this premiere because they, announced that Claire was pregnant. I thought that was like, holy shit, that was shocking. Outside of Zoe, like the whole premiere to me, I'm not even gonna say only one thing was important. The whole premiere to me was pretty good. Like, I can watch It Smells Like Teen Spirit of season 14. I can watch the premiere, but I probably can't watch the whole season. Like, I can watch a couple of episodes of season 14, but I can't watch the whole season in whole. But the premiere was pretty fucking good. I enjoyed everything. I enjoyed Zoe wanted to join Power Chair. I hated Becky in the premiere because I feel like she tried to victim blame Zoe by trying to basically say her carrying around her sexual assault, whatever it might be, bring down the energy for the team. And it's like, girl, are you confused that your brother Luke Baker is the one who caused me all that pain? So when Becky called Zoe's the darkest time in her life baggage, it pissed me off. So it's like when Zoe overheard Claire and Allie in the bathroom talking about Drew being a baby father, I don't blame her for basically distracting Becky and saying Claire was pregnant. Because, bitch, you got some fucking nerve saying that what I was going through was baggage when your brother caused all that pain. Girl, get the fuck out of here. I enjoyed Claire telling Drew that she was pregnant. I enjoyed, Miles telling his family that he was kissing a boy and them all acting like it's just so antichrist for him to be kissing a guy. I love that when Miles called his father a homophobic in the newspaper. So, yeah, there's nothing really bad I can say about season 14's premiere. I thought it was pretty fucking good. I could watch season 14's premiere, but I can't watch the whole season in whole. I just can't do it because season 14, y'all already know about season 14. It's the worst season for Degrassi. It's worse than season 8. It's worse than season 9. It's worse than season 7. Like, the premieres are just really not that good to me. So, season 14 is just the worst season for Degrassi. Like, you would never catch me just watching season 14 just to watch it. No, you would never catch me. Season 14 was on the bottom for the worst season for Degrassi because the season is just bad. So, I just, yeah. Only thing I get this premiere is that it had an advantage. It was way more interesting than seasons 10, 8, 9, and 13. It was way more interesting to me. I feel like the season 14 premiere was interesting as fuck. Way more interesting than those premieres. So, I could give it that, they actually put drama in the premiere. I can't really say the same thing for season 8, 9, and 10. It wasn't really a lot of drama. It was just a lot of boring shit for real. Yeah, like, I would take season 14's premiere over season 13 because it was drama. Claire saying she was pregnant. Zoe basically overhearing Allie and Claire talking in the bathroom, telling Becky that Drew got Claire pregnant. Miles telling his family that he was kissing a boy and them act like it was the Antichrist. So you got a lot of drama in the first episode for the premiere. The premiere is good. I could watch it in 14's premiere. So, yes, coming at number 10 is season 14. Coming at number 9, a premiere, and this is from an OG era. I think coming at number 9, I'm gonna have to put season 3. This premiere is okay. I personally didn't really care about Emma finding her father, and I didn't really care about Spike and Snake's marriage, or I didn't really care about her being pregnant. So to know that's what it was really wrapped around for the premiere, I don't really care. It was okay, but you would never catch me watch season 3 to watch the premiere. I would watch different episodes for real. I would never watch the premiere for real. The premiere was okay. Wasn't bad, but it was alright. Coming at number 8, I'm gonna put season one. The only thing about season one's premiere that I really really liked is that online catfishing, online predators. I feel like that's very important to address because there is out there. Some people really don't know how really scary the internet is and how people really be out here doing horrible things, trying to get, children or grown women. It don't matter what it is, whoever it is. Just, it don't matter if you're a grown, you're a child. There's people out here who misuse the internet for all the wrong reasons. So I really like that the premiere addressed, like, the first episode for Degrassi was very dark. The who knows what could have happened to Emma had her friends not tracked her down and knew she was at this hotel because she mentioned it. You feel me? It's like, be aware of what your children are doing on the internet. Be aware of who they are talking to. They should not be talking to strangers. So I could give that premiere. I could rate that premiere a little higher, but it's low because it's from the Kitty era. So yeah, but I really like the only thing I really liked about season one's premiere was that they addressed the dangers of the internet. Other than that, I feel like the premiere had nothing to do with the children. It had a lot to do with the adults, and I did not care for the adults. Period. So that's that. Coming in at number 7. Yeah, coming in at number 7, I'm gonna put season 6 premiere on there because some are gonna be like, "Holy shit, why is it ranked so low?" Okay, number 1, season 6. Yes, coming at number 7 is season 6 premiere. The reason why I would say this is ranked, I guess you could say low, is because as far as the other OG eras introductions, this is by far the one that didn't have the most drama. The only thing I could really say I liked about the season 6 part 1 or part 2 premiere was that the reuniting between Emma and Sean and the whole drag racing thing. Like, Sean getting arrested was pretty crazy that he came back and got arrested. But as far as Peter and Emma's relationship is concerned, I didn't care for that. So it's like, other than Sean and Emma reuniting, it's pretty much the only thing you could say you would watch this premiere for. Other than that, it's really not a whole lot going on. Like, I don't remember the side plots. Not all like that. So it's like, yeah, I would have to put season 6 premiere at number 7. Coming in at number 6 is season 7. I feel like actually, no. At number 6, I'm going to put at number 6, I'm going to put season 11 premiere on there. Because season 11 premiere was good as fuck, but it was not better than season 7. Season 11 premiere, I really, really enjoyed it. I don't give a fuck about Sab and Kiki Palmer's plot. The only thing I care about in the part 1 or part 2 episodes for Boom Boom Pow was the Bianca and Drew plot. Her ex-boyfriend was trying to sexually assault her. Drew thought she was, cheating on him, messing around with that dude. Bianca hit her ex-boyfriend over the head with a rock, killing him in the process. She dropped her charm bracelet, which made Vince know it was her. So the part 1 or part 2 episodes really was like coming in with a bang. Like, off top, it's like, oh shit, we getting some good shit here. We getting some real good shit. I liked the whole gang plot. I liked all of that. So I really feel like a lot of people shit on the premiere for season 11, even though it's one of the best premieres in fucking Degrassi. So yes, I'm gonna have to put season 11 for number 6 for premieres. It's really good. It's a really good premiere. When I watch season 11, I always watch the premiere. I never skip the premiere. I never skip part 1 or part 2 episodes. I really enjoy the premiere. Coming in at number 5 is season 7. I really enjoyed Darcy's storyline in season 7. And I feel like the season 7 premiere was very, very dark. I feel like Degrassi did a different went a different turn. Because other than, only thing in the premiere week was like, Darcy telling her parents she was dating Peter, and we get introduced to the Lakehurst kids moving into Degrassi. But Darcy's plot was by far the most interesting. Like, to know, because Degrassi did a sexual assault storyline before in season 2, but for them to do it again in season 7, but to do it differently, like with the roofie pill and things like that, to know people do that, like they do date sexual assault. I liked her storyline, because I feel like her storyline was darker, and I feel like she as a character went a bit darker. I thought Darcy did a really good job in season 7. She really carried season 7 on his back. She is the only reason I would ever watch season 7. I would never watch season 7 just because. Season 7 is one of the worst seasons in Degrassi. It's so fucking boring. Outside of the Darcy storyline and Manny and Jay's build up, I don't give a fuck about nothing else in season 7. So yeah, I'm gonna put season 7's premiere at number 5 because it really was a good fucking premiere. It's one of the main. I could watch season 7 just to watch the premiere. That's it, because the premiere was good, and I like that they went a different way. They went a different turn with it and made it a tad bit darker. So yes, I fuck with that. Coming in at number 4 is season 4. I feel like I really enjoyed season 4's premiere. I liked that. I mean, the side plot with Craig's birthday was cool. Joey pissed me off because you're gonna ask this boy for rent money. Like, Joey, that is the money that his father gave him, and you're gonna ask him, can he help around here with the bills? What? And what world do we live in where we're asking our 16-year-old kids to help us for rent money that ain't even yours? It's not like Craig is. I could see Joey asking for rent money if Craig had a job, but for you to ask him to give up money that his father literally saved up for him to get on his 16th birthday, for him to use it for anything he wanted to, you're gonna ask him to use it to put money down for the mortgage? I could not stand Joey. I thought Joey was a terrible guardian. He never knew what Craig was doing. He never knew what he was getting into. Craig did so much shit without Joey really watching him. So when Joey asked Craig to put down money for the mortgage, that was like the cherry on top. I could not stand Joey. Like I said, I get it if Craig had a job. Yeah, can you help me with the rent? The fuck? But if I was living with my aunt when I was 16 years old because of whatever, and my mother saved money for me to use it against my will, and she asked me to put money down for the mortgage, I would be like, no, this is money that my mother gave to me. If I had a job, yeah, I would put money down because I'm living here. But I'm only living here for the moment. Like, are you kidding me? So, that side plot always pissed me off. But I really, really enjoyed Paige's, part 1 and part 2 episodes for her court case. I always hated that she never got justice for her sexual assault. I always hated that. I feel like Spinner was really being a bad boyfriend. I feel like nobody understood what she was really going through. I don't think nobody understood what she was going through. Not Marco, not Hazel, not Jimmy, not Spinner. I don't think nobody understood what she was going through. And I feel like Spinner was in such a rush to have sex with her, knowing her trauma, knowing that her first time was taken away from her. You can't just let her, you can't just be like, oh yeah, let's rush and let's do this, like, da 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 da. I always hate that. I feel like season 4 Spinner was really being a bad boyfriend, but I really enjoyed Paige's cases. And I really enjoyed the premiere of her being in court. And like I said, it always makes me mad that she never got justice, because for him to lie in court, but then to openly admit it to it when he was in her face when she went to the frat party, it's like, why the fuck can you just say that in court? So I don't blame my girl when she crashed his car. And that's just on period. So yes, coming at number 4 is season 4. Coming in at number 3 for premieres. This is hard because the last premieres up are season 12, season 2, and season 5. I'm going to put season 12's premiere and I'm going to put season 12's premiere part 1 and part 2 in the number. Wait, is this in the number three spot? My bad. I had to remember for a second. This would have been so much better had I put this on a piece of paper, but I didn't have the time for that. So yes, coming at number three is season 12. Season 12 premiere. Some of y'all really shit on season 12 premiere. Season 12 had one of the best premieres. If anything, it has the best premiere from the OG era. Let's be honest about it. From the newer era for Degrassi, season 12 has the best premiere. I can watch. First of all, I can watch the whole season for season 12. A lot of niggas, when I was on Tumblr last night, somebody said that it wasn't until season 11 where Degrassi found its peak. Bitch, shut up. Bitch, shut up. No, it wasn't. Until I feel like Degrassi found its footing when they reached season 12. Season 12 to me was literally the turnaround for the newer generation for Degrassi. The Bite Your Tongue promo, bitch, that promo gets me so excited every time. When I feel like I want to watch the season for Degrassi for the newer era, I put on the Bite Your Tongue promo and I'm like, bitch, yeah, I'm finna rewatch season 12. Let's get it. Let's get it. Season 12 was a really fucking good season for Degrassi. The premiere was a really good season. I like that it wasn't over the top. I like that it wasn't dark. It wasn't too much. I like that it was simple, like, but secrets and shit like that. Like, because if y'all know, at the end of season 11, Drew wanted to be with Bianca, but Bianca said she didn't want to be with him until Katie was in a better place. Katie's in a better place. He didn't break up with her, but in the classroom he broke up with her, and then him and Bianca are together, and then she comes to his house, and she tried to talk to him. They end up having sex, and then in season 12 also we get introduced to Becky, we get introduced to Dallas, we get introduced to Cam, all the new characters. Ellie and Dave are together. Eli and Claire get back together in this episode. So yeah, I really enjoyed season 12's premiere. I thought it was really good, filled with drama. Part 2 was a great fucking episode. Drew finally breaks up with Katie for real. Tells her the truth that when she was on drugs, he wanted to get back together with Bianca. Claire starts her, what they call it? Her internship at the job with Asher, doing magazines where he was grooming her. Like, y'all, I think this is probably the only plot with Claire that I really enjoyed. I think the harassment storyline with Claire is definitely an underrated storyline. I think because after this, her storyline, her character, was really used for like relationships. But I feel like the main plot for her character that was just about her that I really, really enjoyed was the harassment storyline. I didn't care for the pregnancy storyline. I didn't like the cancer storyline. I really enjoyed her harassment storyline. That was a really good fucking storyline. Season 12 was a bad bitch. So yeah, season 12's premiere come at number 3. I don't care. Coming in at number 2 is season 5 premiere. Season 5 premiere is such a good fucking premiere. It was messy. It was drama. Like, season 5 premiere, part 1 and part 2 is one of the best premieres from the OG era. Probably one of the best premieres in Degrassi, period. Manny wants to get fake boobs. Her daddy called her a slut. Emma told her she had a crush on Peter. Peter really liked Manny, don't really like Emma all like that. Manny is crying because her daddy called her a slut. Manny is dealing with insecurities. She wants to be an actress and she wants to make different. She wants to do different. Wants to make some different takes on her body. Spinner is on the in and out with his friends. No one is really talking to him. This is where I want to say this when we get introduced to Darcy's character, but I know she's been here before that. But I really gonna say this is where we get introduced to Darcy's character. Her and Spinner are a couple. It is Craig's birthday. Ashley cheated on him, found some new guy in Europe, broke up with him over email. This when they really started building the whole Craig and Ellie shit up. Great. Manny get drunk and Peter took advantage of her and recorded her on his camera. Like, season 5 premiere was so fucking messy. I like that it was everywhere. So good. Part 2 was great. Season 5 premiere is one of the best premieres in Degrassi, period. So season 5 premiere is at the number 2 spot. And coming at number 1 is the season 2 premiere. The only thing that about season 2 premiere that was really good was Craig. Craig is one of the best characters to be ever introduced in Degrassi. I love his whole character. His character is great. There is nobody else I could have seen playing Jake to be playing Craig. Jake Epstein came for that check. His abuse storyline with his father is one of the greatest storylines ever in Degrassi, and I love that it didn't just stop in the part 1 or part 2 episodes. I loved that it carried until the end of the season. Those 2 episodes when his father came back, what's they called? Let me look. Cause you know I got my phone right here. Tears Are Not Enough, part 1 or part 2 are some of the best episodes in Degrassi, and they're only good because of Craig. Jake Epstein acted his ass off. Man, Jake was so fucking good. And to know this kid was only 15, acting like he been in the game forever, is crazy. Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, When Does Cry, part 1 and part 2 was some of the best episodes in Degrassi. I really want to say it really was season 2 when I found out, okay, they're going to be doing dark storylines. I feel like season 2 is when I knew, okay, they're going to be doing dark storylines. Because in season 2, we got the abuse storyline, then we got Paige's sexual assault storyline. But season 3 to me is when I knew they were going to, okay, they're going to be teen drama. They're not going to be just kiddie, adolescents. We're going to be doing teen drama shit. So I really like that. So coming at number 1 is the season 2 premiere. That's my ranking for Degrassi premieres. I'm going to catch y'all in my next video. Love y'all. See y'all later.